He's going to make a longer line into the corner. Anyway, those of you around Lowell, those of you at Woodcote, get ready to cheer because the terribly well-behaved drivers' parade is near on us. Our 22 drivers for the Formula 1 Pirelli British Grand Prix making their way up towards Luffield and then towards Woodcote. Not all of them with the right racing line. One day the wrong direction. I think that was another of the Red Bull drivers, wasn't it? Exploring just Silverstone. All of them trying to shortcut Luffield. They might be alright here because there's a relative lack of gravel tracks. However, Alex Albon and George Russell still going after their trip into the gravel. Almost now we can just go out for a Sunday cruise heading down towards Luffield. Meanwhile, Oscar Piastri has found the right racing line. Others clean back from the grass. I do hope that Ruben Marquez, the race director, is not watching this. He will be giving him apoplexy. Now, Beckhoff decided that pit lane was a good idea. So the safety car trying to keep them under control on the track. That's 3, 4 at least down the pit lane where the F2 and F3 teams have been based. So marshals and officials there need to be on their toes because a double take is due. The Lego mini-carts head down pit lane. Now, is that a strategic move? You see to shorten the back and then come out ahead on the other side of the cross corner. Time will tell. Smoke now from Franco Colapinto's karts as though he's got either something rubbing against the tyre or something caught under the arch after his trip through the gravel. Kimi Antonelli then, everybody, over at Luffield. Now he's going to start on pole position, the World Championship leader, after a great season. Great reception for him and for the other drivers as well. He'll look around and see a huge number of UK flags, not many Italian flags perhaps, but even so, there's a lot of support for him. You've got Liam Lawson taking to the grass, along with Isaac Hadjar. Where's Liam off to? He's so busy filming. Whoop, the barrier beckons. Careful, Liam. Yeah, all under control. And he bounces his way back toward the tyre. I'm sure the suspension in these is necessarily perfect, but he's rattled his way back to the circuit. Returning to the scene of his first Formula 1 podium last year. Right, Fernando Alonso leads Esteban Ocon, and then Lewis Hamilton in third place. That's kind of the order. Move now, but again very gently. And here you have to factor in the point of the format, which is to get warmth into the tyres. So if you're not very quickly, you're not achieving that.
No, exactly that. And also,
slightly for the rest of the race.
It is the 60th British Grand Prix at Silverstone. It is 5 red lights that we look for on the gantry, and in the sunshine of Silverstone it is go, and the best start of all of them. Charles Leclerc.
fantastic start. Russell is trying to hang on here to fourth place around the outside as well. Coming under fire from the Red Bull, and he's a catch-up. Straight into the two Ferraris. That lead, Leclerc from Hamilton, charging down then towards Brooklyn's corner with a pulse in the counter down the third place.
He's up for attack. It's Kimi Rossi coming in to have a go on the outside line of Brooklyn. So another great launch by Kimi Antonelli. But a deep stop now. The inside.
I think it was Albon in trouble. That was the sector 2 issues. That was going slowly on the way through. Beckett, the car just ran wide, getting out far well and onto the dust. But the race leaders there. So he's now the leading Red Bull driver, going to get ahead of
and we've also had into the pits as predicted Oscar Piastri riding now there with Isaac Hadjar. Max Verstappen has gone through, so it's up to Lando now, so I'll hold McLaren over, isn't it? The Mercedes would have made significant inroads by now. It hasn't. But is that on pace, or is that, okay, we've used some energy to catch and pass Hamilton, now we just need to preserve a little bit and then go again a little bit later on? It's true. Part of the fascination is how the teams use this energy in these new regulations. Type 7 years and a better incentive for that driver to creeping up onto the back of the Red Bull.
Yeah, absolutely, but obviously catching again, this is where maybe Lando will start using some of his energy to get that pass done once he's within that region of Hadjar and make the position. But yeah, again, another driver just maybe racing out of his usual position.
What do you know, Chris?
Hadjar is 4 laps slower than Verstappen, and he was ahead of him for the first few laps of the race, and then stayed with him. So his pace has dropped a bit, chipping away as they're making their way down the Hampshire Straight.
It's a real shame that Oscar Piastri has lost all of that time with the damage of the pit stop, because his lap times are good enough to be in the top 6, and it's just so far back.
Like I said, very good on the brakes on the way into the loops. Not going to be close enough to attack at the end of the Wellington Straight, but he is now getting full in the mirrors of George Russell. That battle for fourth.
Piastri saying front left is draining, and he's actually on the hards now. That pit stop as his elbow. Otherwise, everybody is on mediums, but he's saying that his hards are draining, and that would be information that will be taken on board for Norris and
more frustrating if they're grading early in their life, because maybe he was hoping to go to the end after an early pit stop and not have to do another. But if he's going to have to make, if that's going to be 2 stops, that's going to be a time change. And literally, he was an enforced pit stop with damage. Maximise that, make the best of it. It's not right.
Obviously, the temperature is be now interesting to see how that relay of information from Piastri about the time that has been relayed, obviously, with Red Bull being able to hear hear that sort of information, then they'll keep an eye on how Max's tyres develop in this stint.
It's a 6-second stop on top of the tyres.
Verstappen had just in time to stop Lewis and Perez, so long way behind the rest of in 7th place after he stop.
Right, okay, so now it gets really spicy, doesn't it? Because Nico Hülkenberg has just come in as well. Number 27 Audi, Le Mans winner, Nico Hülkenberg. One of 2 Le Mans winners we've got on the grid. And right now, Max Verstappen then presses on as he tries to build the gap over the course and go after Lewis. But now that 1 has winked, many more do we anticipate on the way? Do we anticipate them to come in? What does that do to the Ferrari strategy? Because are they racing Red Bull or are they racing Mercedes? Is it McLaren that needs to be staying on top?
Who knows if we're going to get another radio quarter shot it's plan F now that they're going to pitted, but it's going to be interesting to see, as you say, how people now react to that. Do they give Max a final lap to see how the pace translates?
Antonelli, still about just over 4-second lead over Antonelli, which has managed to maintain.
Still an impressive effort this by the Ferrari, but still can't really nail my colours to the mast of whether it's pure chaos or it's a strategy that he's doing this. They obviously are confident with what Kimi can do, what the car can do, and how it is harnessing yesterday. So yeah, it's great to see the Ferrari leading, but as the race wears on, is that going to be something that Charles can hang on to?
Yeah, just a bit of food for thought here. I wonder if Max and Red Bull are trying to undercut Lewis with the time penalty and gain a position that way rather than doing it physically on circuit.
Good thought indeed. So yeah, he's got that to serve, hasn't he? Lewis Hamilton on the pit stop. He's got to Russell. He's a Hadjar in as well. So Max Verstappen will be in a run, and a bit like in the 2 race when the others do a tyre change, his tyres will be at the temperature and they'll know what they feel like, and they'll be using them as Isaac Hadjar comes in out from 5th place. That might give Max the advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you just said, with Hamilton's pit stop and virtual safety cars have just been deployed here, so it'd be interesting to see what that is. If anyone can see, Chris, anything near where you are?
It can be for, yes, that's what it is, an umbrella.
His umbrella? That's a Lando fan.
It can be for debris on circuit.
Right, well, that's not really making sure you're with an umbrella on the circuit. No, I'm not suggesting for a minute he was down deliberately. It's a very quick VSC because it's ending, so the race will be back to green conditions very, very shortly. Anybody gambling on a pit stop here may have been caught out. We wait for the greens to come back on. They are now green lights for the side, so get very, very quick virtual safety car period. And if you've got your umbrella, well, on luck. Most famous umbrella in Formula 1, we know that. John Leclerc stretched the margin a bit. It was 3.4, and
Lewis is 3.7th place, heading up towards He's just about a second at the moment. The previous lap, it's Colin Pinto got ahead of Behrman, so that's a change for 11.
Leclerc being called into the pits on this lap.
everything else that's well done. This is going to be a critical step as he comes over the connecting line to try to force the pit in lane much shorter than the lap because you completely ignore the end of Vale and Club. But now the Ferrari is good enough. So you're going to have Kimi Antonelli in the lead of the Grand Prix for now. Hamilton and Russell, absolute best sectors 1 and 2. Club back on track. Where does that bring back in Europe?
Completely empty track, which is for these vehicles. He's got ahead of Lando Norris's McLaren to the tune of about 3 seconds to the eye, just heading onto the Wellington straight.
Yeah, it's back into second place, so as you say, 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds ahead of Norris.
We're keeping an eye, Kimi.
Other people undercut me.
That's the opposite of an engineer's message to a driver. It's obvious. A driver's message to an engineer. You know, what are the people like?
The engineer's version of calm down. So people like to try to calm Antonelli, who's sounding a little bit stressed in the car right now, but that's because he knows he's in a big, big battle. Last time, Antonelli did a personal best lap, so he's gone through in the lead of the Grand Prix. We wait for Charles Leclerc to come through, and Leclerc is closing on these fresher, hard tyres. The gap is down now, 15.4 seconds, and that's why Antonelli is concerned. Granted, he is lapping quickly, he's done a personal best lap, but it's not as quick as Leclerc's.
Reminding the team, obviously, just to think ahead and let anyone undercut him. So it's just a driver that's unable to see the bigger picture and just voicing that concern.
Behind him third is Lando Norris, also got Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, John Wilson, Lindblad, Bortoletto to round out the top 10, although that's going to shuffle because Wilson's just come in and Lindblad has just gone out.
And you were talking about Hamilton catching Russell, but they're not very far.
Right, 3 million shot. Did do the fastest lap of the race early on this set of tyres. Now being quarterback by George Russell is much closer to Russell than George is to Max. Is Lewis 7/10 of the second back, so for 4th and 5th and 6th on the road is quite tasty. He's just gone past you, but they're Ferrari looking quick.
Yeah, Verstappen did a 1:34.5 last time got around. 1:32.9, so it's just going to come back in the next days. Norris already changed the pace, he's right behind him, and that's attacking the Britons.
So here they come, on the inside goes Lando Norris, and he goes through on the inside, and so pace going straight on the background, but all over the runoff goes Antonelli, who's still looking for us.
Still countering
Right, okay, so big drive, he's heading to the pit lane now. Of the top 10, incidentally, only 2 new mediums for today, same as Austria, so they're new mediums for Napoli. He's continuing to try down to second place contract to Charles Leclerc has suddenly been given this get out of jail free card.
It's just a wheel shield on the left-hand side. You think it's the wheel shield on the left-hand side. Let's keep going, says Antonelli. He's in 6th place. Hadjar, 3 seconds, 3.7 seconds behind him.
Right, so what he wants to do is keep going challenging
and giving good, strong feedback to the team.
Okay, we're going to try and, so Popsicle will try and remove the wheel shield and go again.
So it's going to come into the pits, they're going to try and remove the wheel shields and send it back out.
So to watching all of this, he's going to be second place because don't forget Max Verstappen after his second pit stop is on tyres that are 15 laps fresher than Lewis Hamilton's, 7 seconds back. So that gap's coming down 7 tenths of a second a lap. Super slow-mo with that wheel shield. So they've done a new low section. Now low is on just a quarter car damage. The car saying that tough day for
Yeah, crucial for experience in terms of I mean, it never is a driver's fault, is it? But I know what he's saying. He's not doing it to gain any advantage. The car is broken and it's forcing him off track. Unfortunately, the rule is the rule. He's done track limits. He's got a 5-second penalty, and it now hinders him even more under this safety car. The cars will done track.
Exactly.
Field coming up towards Stowe Corner, and what's the races under the safety car, or finishing under the safety car, or normally do they try and scramble at least one lap?
They try and scramble one lap, but they should let the actual runners unlock themselves. So from Piastri all the way back, they should let them unlock themselves. But doesn't seem worth it in these instances.
So Russell is going to have to try and deal with Hamilton and Norris on these soft tyres, but hopefully a one lap this minus 2 spots in the package.
We're looking for that note that says the safety car is ending. It often comes out of the Cops corner turn 9.